Hey there, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto in Japan, and we're looking at a Suzuki Alto Lapin. I don't know if we've ever had one of these on the channel before. I've seen them a few times. They're pretty common cars here in Japan. It's just a little K car with 660cc turbo engine, front wheel drive, and just a little runabout car. This one automatic transmission with cool dusty pink paint color and very unique styling, especially if you were driving this car outside of Japan where this one's going. So it was bought from auction. We're going to be exporting this one to Canada, and this is going to be a cool car in Canada. Very fuel efficient, very good visibility, easy to drive, good amount of space inside, and to be honest, I really like the styling of these. Now they sell these in a model called the SS with a 5-speed manual transmission and 64 horsepower, and I really like the styling of that one. A little bit more aggressive, just like the boxy looks of it. Kind of like I don't know if you would compare this to a first-gen Golf or Rabbit. They're kind of the same thing. A little hatchback, got 4 doors on it. So these engines are pretty reliable. This one here, I think, is a K6A engine. That's a twin cam, 660cc, turbocharged, 4-cylinder. 4-cylinder? No, 3-cylinder, isn't it? Let me see. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I don't know why I said 4-cylinder. I was directly looking at the intake when I said that. It is a holiday today, and so I'm on my holiday. Here I am shooting cars. One day my wife would let me. I'm trying to shoot as many as I can. So close that for now. Just going to turn the engine off because I'm being extra sensitive for the neighbors during the holiday week. Okay, get a quick look at what the car looks like, and then I'm going to translate the auction sheet for you. Camera's shooting dark today. Yeah, very cool little car. And I do like the dusty pink color. When we bought it, I was thinking, I don't know, but I do like it. It's not as pink as you think it is. It's a cool metallic color, which the camera isn't going to pick up very well. 4 doors, easy to get in and out of. The interior is just really nice in this one too. Cool, super cool. Let's have a look at the auction inspection sheet now. So it's a 2003 Alto Lapin Turbo, 660cc, auction rate 3.5, interior exterior B, purchased from user, original wheels, comes with a tachometer, yes. ABS, pink. It is pink, and 53,542 kilometers, makes it really low mileage. It's not a 5-digit odometer, so you can trust that. Okay, steering wheel peeling. I actually didn't think it was so bad. Wheels scratched, and they are. Drive shaft to boot is ripped. Now remember, this is the information given before we bid on this one on the customer's behalf. I looked at the drive shafts. They're not making any sound, which is what you would have to worry about. And I didn't see any rips, but I can't lift up the car, so I can't be 100%. I checked on those two on the front. Obviously, there wouldn't be any in the rear. You can get this in 4-wheel drive, but this one isn't. Okay, and a dashboard has a broken section. I'll show you that when we get inside. And so it says here it has AU1 or AU here, and it's actually kind of a distracting damage, but the rest of the car is very nice. Here AAA and AU, and then paint fade there and there, and really, I can't really see any paint fade at all. And even if there is some, it would be mild enough that you could just get that polished up, waxed up, and you wouldn't be able to notice it. Okay, so let's do the once around here. The square headlights with the circular fog lights. That's cool. And especially at night, with the headlights close together and low to the ground like that, it's going to be a unique look. The SS has round headlights on the front, just a slightly different looking grille, and makes it look, I guess, a little bit more like the hatchbacks of the 80s. Taillights are nice. It's a very boxy design, and that maximizes your interior space. These K-class cars here in Japan are very limited for how wide and long and tall they're allowed to be. This one's shorter than the limit. The limit's probably another 50 centimeters taller than this in terms of height, but this car would look really dumb if it was 50 centimeters taller. Dumb in a good way, though. I think that would be really cool. Okay, those are the original wheels on it. Let's have a look at the damages. So really the only one I'd like to point out is this one here. And if you look here, there's a series of rock chips there. with touch-up paint on them. And then go down here, and there's an ouchie. And that one might be a little bit more difficult to repair, but it is on the bumper, and so you don't have to paint a fender, and so that's handy. And then yellow headlights, those need to be polished up. Has the markers inside the headlight enclosure. Okay, and Lapin. Lapin is French for rabbit, and so the badge here is quite cute. Kind of Japanese style. Look at me, I'm a rabbit. Yeah, the Mark I Golf in Canada and America was called a rabbit. Okay, so into the interior, doors open wide and easy entry and exit. And I know I keep mentioning that. As an aging male, that's becoming more and more of a concern of mine. And I don't know if I can handle something like that. The RX-7s are some of the most annoying cars to get in and out of. Small price to pay for such a great car, but still. This is really soft and really nice. I quite like that. And they're matching colors on the seats too. Dashboard kind of has a retro design with the dark and the white flat panel and then the orange seats. I really like that. I think it's a great looking combination, and I really do like the seats. A lot of K cars come with what I would consider kind of cheaper interior because they're cheaper cars. This one doesn't feel bad. I like simplicity. As long as they don't try to make it pretend like it's not a cheap interior, which to me is a big turnoff. So a fair steering wheel, you can see that it's not really that bad in terms of peeling. You can see some down here if you really look. The key is broken, the actual fob, so I taped it up with hockey tape. I'm probably the only person in my city that has hockey tape, but thanks Andrew for bringing that for me. And we're meeting Andrew today. He's actually in Japan. Okay, small little tachometer there, big speedometer. Kind of backwards actually if you're a race car driver, but I guess you're not a race car driver in this. The broken dash piece is that this doesn't close. Yeah. I don't know how badly I want to re-say the joke, but it does look like a face. I'm the father of a 3-year-old. Everything's funny to me. Okay, so this is very simple to control. Very clean layout, CD player, HVAC controls, place for whatever you put in there. I don't know what you would put in there because regular people don't smoke. If you're the owner of this car and you smoke, I'm sorry about that, but I'm going to stand firm. Lapin. Cup holder for only 1 cup. Okay. And let's see in terms of space. Now, I usually put the seat in the full back position. That's where this one is. It's enough space for me. Plus, you have plenty of room for longer legs here, if you wanted. I'd say up to about 6'4" could be 6'3", 6'4" could be comfortable in here. You get an awful lot of headroom. You can see me here. Lots of headroom there. And I already mentioned this in the other video, but look at this. Everywhere you look is windows. And so it's so easy to drive. You're sitting relatively high up for such a small car, but flat sides. So if you look in the rearview mirror, completely flat side makes it very easy to see exactly where you are when you're backing up. Nice big mirrors too. Very convenient. Now going to the back here, it has the license plate surrounds, but those will only work with Japanese size plates. And then remember that seat's in the full back position. It gives you much more legroom than in a lot of larger Japanese cars like a Skyline or an RX-7 or an MR2. It doesn't have rear seats, but if it did, I was just looking out the mirror and I'm not ready to work on my holiday. Okay, these seats, I haven't played around with them, but I believe that they should fold. Let's have a look here. Okay, so it's foldable, but only single foldable by the looks of it. It doesn't have a secondary fold function. And then that will give you a decent amount of room in the back, I suspect. Oh, and you get extra pockets. Look, this person gets no pockets, but over here you get Pocket City. It looks like a locker organizer. And a loop. I don't know why you would want a loop, but it's only on the passenger seat there. Going into the trunk, and you can't expect a lot of room in the trunk here, but it's decent. It's maybe 60% of what a Volkswagen Golf has, like a modern Golf, which is a lot of space for hatchback. And if you need more, of course, you can fold those seats. But a car like this is, you know, you can't get everything in it. You can't get a lot of space in a car that's this fuel efficient. Okay, I do want to mention something that I just remembered. There's a little bit of surface rusting in the underneath the hood, so I'll just pop that again to show you. The surface rusting is in areas that has light paint, and it has just evaporated, I guess. You see on the side here. Now that's not a concern. You really just need to repaint that so that the rust doesn't spread. Nothing there would be concerning for me were this my first vehicle. So if you're the owner of this vehicle, let me know about the drive shaft boot. I suspect it is ripped, except it's just not visible to me. So we can have that repaired in Japan if you want. And yeah, well, there you go. That is the end. Oh, the AC as well, because it doesn't work. Even though the auction sheet doesn't mention it, the AC doesn't seem to work. So that's going to be the end of the review. Wow, front end. Whoa, wheels. Yeah, so point the camera down so that we don't get the bicycle lady on the YouTubes. Okay, so there we go. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching and have a nice day.